Ice World inside the Forum for Lenape Valley Hockey against High Point, Wallkill Valley, and Kittatinny. Mike Formasano along with you. Third period action upcoming as they are eschewing the Zamboni cut for tonight because of the transfer from the Coliseum ice to the Forum because of that divot in the ice where the referee said, you know what, probably not prudent to try and continue on this ice with the big divot and have someone get injured. And nobody was in the Forum, so they decided to move the game over across the hallway, and that's why we're here. 3-1 your score. Newton Lenape Valley leading. Goals by Michael Formasano and Sean Lockwood and Arseni Pastuk. And then for High Point, it was Noah Custode with the lone goal early second period for them as he tucked it inside underneath the pad of Adam Yasik. So 3-1 your score. Shots on goal after 2 periods, 31-20 in favor of High Point. And we'll see if Newton Lenape Valley can hold on to their 2-goal lead and bump up to 6-3 in the Haas division. They're 5-10 overall, 5-3 in the Haas. High Point 2-9-1 overall with a 2-7 record in the Haas division. Team's about ready to come onto the ice for the third period. You want to make sure they finish the game after what happened with Monday with Newton Lenape Valley and Vernon not being able to get on for the opening faceoff after a power outage. So you had a transformer that exploded right down the block. So third period action as you have High Point going right to left in their white jerseys with red, blue, and black trim. And Newton Lenape Valley in their maroon jerseys with NLV written across the front in powder blue and powder blue numbers, black pants. They're going left to right. It'll be Yasik back in goal for Newton Lenape Valley and Waylon Harper in net for High Point. Face-off, Sean Lockwood against Michael Delaney for High Point. Here we go as we're underway here in the third period. Number 2, Hunter Baker sends it in. Picked up by Kellen Fasinger. Fasinger, the senior, intercepted. Here comes High Point. Shot, saved by Yasik. We got a penalty as Delaney was slashed. And now delayed penalty call. Delaney will take it outside, waiting for the goaltender to go ahead and leave the ice. So Harper goes to the bench. And High Point is going to see if they can build something on this delayed penalty call. Here's Delaney, back in. Good move by Michael Delaney. Now back to number 51, Crowling. Shot on goal. Score! Right from the far side on the half wall, the shot by number 22, Nathan Schindelman. No, that was Hunter Baker. Number 2, Hunter Baker with the goal as he beats Yasik down low. So, an even better call by Michael Delaney to come outside the zone, reset for the opportunity before the penalty. So it's not a power play goal, but on a delayed penalty, Baker beats Yasik, makes the score 3-2. Time to go, 14-13 to go, third period. High Point now down by 1, 3-2. So now Fasinger will take the draw with Deliker on the right, Formasano on the left, Rocco Gallucci, Gannon, Hauerlich on defense. It's won by High Point. There's Hauerlich after it. Fasinger on him. Formasano trying to block it. Now a collision between Delaney and Schindelman. Puck comes out to Schindelman. Skates over the blue line. Coming in. Schindelman a shot. Over the glove of Yasik. Along the near boards. Fasinger in there. Cleared out. Now to Formasano, right in front of the NLV bench. Michael Formasano. Goal and an assist tonight for, we call him Bam Bam. Here is Deliker. Formasano leveled by Baker there. But Baker lost a stick. Now back behind the net. Crowling. It's picked up by Schindelman. Schindelman keeps it in. Into the corner. The near end. Rocco Galucci on him. Now, Crowling. Shot. Saved by Yasik. And they'll hold on. 13:05 to go. Third period. 3-2. Newton Lenape Valley over High Point. Well, the face-off deep inside the Newton Lenape Valley end to the right of Yasik. 9 changes for both teams. Lockwood will take the draw against Shea Jackson. Face-off won by High Point. This is the second and last meeting between these two teams in the regular season. Newton Lenape Valley won the first game 6-3 against High Point. Now along the near board, scrum for it. NLV will play against Johnson here on Saturday night, 8 p.m. That'll be on Black Bear TV. We'll post highlights about 48 hours later. Now sent down the ice. The only reason why it's on Sports Voice right now is because we changed drinks. So Black Bear didn't have a feed set up, so that's why I'm broadcasting on Sports Voice TV on YouTube. So we'll post the highlights from the first period from Black Bear that was over at the Coliseum. We'll put them on our channel later on in the next 2 days. Face out to the left of Yasik. On Sunday, weather permitting, NLV will head to Minden Arena in Morristown to take on Mountain Lakes. That game will be on Big State Sports if you're looking for coverage. That's if they play it at all, doing to the Snowmageddon 2026. They're talking about 12 to 18 inches. We'll see. Hopefully not that much. Everybody likes the snow, but not that much. Not unless they're skiing. Here's Lockwood. It's knocked off his stick. Nick Bofa. Taken behind the net by Luganer. And Luganer sends it around to Reagan Harper. Stolen by Pashtuk. Pashtuk to Lockwood. Fires. Blocker glove saved by Harper. Now Formisano in the far corner. Formisano pass back to Bofa. Bofa back to Formisano. Cross ice. Gets to Galucci. Fires. Save. Harper. Glove save. And they'll hold on. 11:33 to go. Third period. Newton Lenape Valley looking for an insurance goal. High Point looking to tie. Shots on goal now 35-23 in favor of High Point. They'll be facing Deliker and Formisano out there with Galucci and Hammerlook. Face-off won by NLV. Shot blocked down by High Point. Now here's Schindelman. Nathan Schindelman coming in. Shot, blocker glove save by Yasik. It's in the far corner now. Delaney back to Baker. Baker with the shot, wide left. Now here is number 51, Crowling. Delaney along the far boards to Baker. Shot in, save Yasik. And Galucci clears it up, but not out. Baker holds, Baker in. Shot goes off to the near boards. It was deflected outside the zone as Newton Lenape Valley clears. Here's Formisano with it. They'll slow things up. Flips it over to Deliker. Tipped by Schindelman. Deliker knocked off his stick by Baker. And here is Delaney. Formisano after him. Michael Delaney, backwards pass. Intercepted. Here's Deliker. Brody Deliker, the Fasinger. Offside! As they say, either Fasinger or Galucci were just over the line. $10:26 to go, third period. You're watching Sports Voice TV on YouTube. A bonus game tonight. We weren't expecting to be on Sports Voice. We were scheduled for Black Bear, and that's where the first period was. But an ice malfunction in the Coliseum. Shot by Barling, saved by Harper. An ice malfunction in the Coliseum moved us over to the Forum. And no Black Bear coverage, so that's why we're picking it up on Sports Voice TV on YouTube. So now, face-off will come all the way down the other end. 10:08 to go in period number 3. It is Newton Lenape Valley 3, High Point, Wallkill Valley, Kittatinny 2. Lockwood will take the draw for NLV. It's won by NLV. Shot by Stuck. Save, Harper. I don't know. I saw it through that screen. Now Baker off the boards. Cleared but not out. Held by Stuck to Barling. Barling sends it in. Intercepted by Baker before it came in on Harper. Puck cleared. Down the ice. Galucci after it. Pashtuk knocks it down. It's taken away by number 72, Pignataro. Lockwood fighting for it. Here's Pashtuk. Arsetti with 1 goal tonight. Comes in, loses an edge. Tried to contort his body in different directions. Crowling in to the side of the net. Stolen away. Here's Lockwood. A 2-on-0. Facinger and Lockwood. Oh, offside. Facinger was offside. He can't believe it. So Facinger will head back to the bench. And the face-off just outside the zone. A 2-on-0. I'd have to take a look at the replay later on, but we can't do replays here right now, so I cannot believe the I thought it was close. I didn't think he was offside. Hold on, Facinger will take the draw. So now, here is Schindelman. On the boards, Formasano knocks down Schindelman. Now Facinger, taken by Custode. Back to the point. And Yassa getting that. Facinger knocked down. And we have a penalty call. The head coach Ryan Savine screaming at the referees, wanting something called. And it'll be number 13, Michael Delaney, going to the box. Referee's talking it over. 8:42 to go, third period. We'll see what the call is. Savine wants a charging call. No signal by the referee, and High Point coaches are arguing it. So this game getting kind of crazy here. Both sides arguing every point. But I understand what head coach Savine was talking about there. That definitely looked like a charge. Well, and here's the reason why High Point's unhappy. 5-minute major on number 13, Michael Delaney. Well, Delaney charged with a 5-minute major, which means Newton Lenape Valley can score as many goals as they want in 5 minutes. And the penalty remains. Here is Galucci. Joey Galucci. Pass over to Lockwood. Lockwood in the corner. Lockwood across. Goes to Pashtuk. Arsetti Pashtuk. Drops it off. Sean Lockwood, the sophomore, to the high post. Held in briefly, but Facinger had to regroup and take it outside the zone. Now Galucci, the Facinger, over to Lockwood. Sean Lockwood, high slot. Glove down by Harper, and it goes into the netting out of play. So that's why the High Point coaches were upset. Not so much the penalty, but they can't believe it was a 5-minute major against Delaney. Whereas head coach Ryan Savine is all in agreement. And he was looking for something that big. And the referees told him, yep, we got it. Lockwood wins the draw to Galucci. Galucci. High slot, shot, goes wide into the corner. Facinger. Now Barling gets knocked down by Baker. Shot, score! The wraparound. As I was looking on the far post where Baker knocked down the Newton Lenape Valley player, and LV scores underneath the pad of Harper to make it 4-2. Kellen Facinger with the goal, and Newton Lenape Valley up by a deuce, 4-2. And so now, because it's a major penalty to Delaney, he stays in the box for the next 4 minutes and 14 seconds. Power play goal for Newton Lenape Valley, their second of the night. Kellen Facinger makes it 4-2. now Lockwood will take the draw. Scoreboard still says 3-2, but it's 4-2. Now there is Custode inside the zone. Facer picks it up. Pass over to Pashtuk. Arseny Pashtuk will turn around. Now up to Lockwood. Taken by Baker. His Facer goes back behind the net. 7 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Puck goes in the corner. Facer up to Barling. Taken away by number 51, Crowling. Now Lockwood. And there's the scoreboard change. Crowling for High Point. Coming inside the zone. Newton Lenape Valley able to take it away as Facer knocked down. Gallucci has it. Joey Gallucci. 6:46 to go, third period. Gallucci, pass over, Pashtuk, shot, oh, just trickled wide. Deliger with it, Deliger behind the net. Now Pashtuk, over to Gallucci, Joey Gallucci. Sends it in, Lockwood, slap shot, and he just missed, too high. The whole right side of the net was open, and he was going high on that. Here's Gallucci, shot, pad saved by Harper. And sent all the way down the ice. Yasik out of his net as Rocco Gallucci comes after it. 6:08 to go, third period. Lockwood knocked down. Puck over to the NLV bench. Husarenko overskates it. Now over to number 5, Nick Bofa, who sends it in. Outside the zone, there's Deliger. Deliger trying to go forward with it. Formasano with a hit on Schindelman. Schindelman has it over the blue line. Goes into the far corner. Husarenko in front. Husarenko with the shot. Score! Braden Husarenko just inside the right post with the wrister. Beats Yasik. They don't go anywhere. It's a short-handed goal. Makes the score 4-3. Oh, 5:25 to go in the third period. Schindelman's goal makes it 4-3 now. I'm sorry, Husarenko with the goal. Just inside the right post, beats Yasik. Now here's Facer. Minute 37 left on the major penalty to Delaney. Facer, backhand, goes behind the net. It's loose on the side. Luganer picks it up. 5 minutes to go. Sent it on Yasik. Yasik gives it up to Gallucci. Gallucci behind the net now. Joey Gallucci. He'll turn back around. Pass to Pashtuk. 4:38 to go. Third period. Pashtuk over the blue line. Coming in. Along the boards. Cleared by High Point. And the race is on. Schindelman. Oh, big defensive play by Joey Gallucci. Now Pashtuk. And it's sent in by Bofa. Comes back out to Jack. To Formasano on the far end. Formasano just inside the zone. He'll flip it up. And he gets a shove in the back by number 5, Nick Bofa. Game has gotten extremely physical. 26 seconds to go in the penalty to Delaney. 4:07, third period.
Yeah. No, you were there. I saw a truck and I was like, yo, maybe I'll try to get in. And they're like, no.
Shot in front, score! Marcetti Pastuch beats Harper to the right post. Another power play goal for Newton Lenape Valley. And they rebuild their 2-goal lead. Pastuch's second of the game. And it's 5-3 with 4:02 to go. Oh, perfect shot by Pastuch in the low slot. Beats Harper to the post. And Newton Lenape Valley up by a deuce, 5-3. Now less than 4 minutes to go. Delaney about to come out of the box. Got 10 seconds to go. Here is Custode coming in. Shot. Shoulder save by Yasik. And now the 5-minute major to Delaney is over. Schittleman. And it's taken away by Newton Lenape Valley. Now Delaney. Michael Delaney checked along the boards in the corner. Up along the far boards. Shot comes in. Save. And clear down the ice. Barling clears the zone. Here's Crowling after it. Lockwood on him. 3:13 to go. Third period. Formasano coming in on Crowling. And he shoots it all the way down the ice for an icing. 3:05 remaining third period. 5-3. Newton Lenape Valley over High Point. Shots on goal favoring High Point by 10, 41-31. But it is Newton Lenape Valley. 2 goals from Marcetti Pastuch. And 1 each by Formasano, Lockwood, and Fasinger, making it 5-3. Puck goes along the boards. Fasinger and Formasano there. Formasano behind the net. Formasano tries to wrap around. And Harper got the pad down. Now, along the far boards. Formasano knocked down by Baker. No call. We play on. Along the near boards now. Outside the zone. There's Delaney. Michael Delaney in offside. With 2:30 to go in the third period. We'll keep an eye on the High Point bench to see if head coach Jeremy Deerolf calls Harper over for an extra attacker. Down by 2, so very possible. Face-off. Won by Fasinger. Now here's Baker. Baker along the far boards. Over the red line, sends it in. Both after it. Now here's number 8, Custode. And a penalty. It's going to be against Newton Lenape Valley. I think they're pointing at Joey Gallucci. Wow, 2:07 to go, and that will put High Point on the power play. Well, they call Formasano for the penalty instead. Roughing call against Formasano with 2:07 to go in the third period. I saw a check by Formasano. I didn't see it. Roughing. They have to go ahead and get a little more clearance on it and everything. So I'll have to look at the replay later on. But 2:07 to go. We have timeout on the ice. We'll take one as well. 2:07 to go. Penalty to Formasano when we come back. 5-3 Newton Lenape Valley looking to protect the 2-goal lead. But High Point coming back on a power play. We'll be back after this on Sports Voice TV on YouTube.
Arthur was playing, but he's done now. Arthur was playing really good.
Welcome back to Skylands Ice World inside the Forum. Passing crowd tonight. Big crowds for Newton Lenape Valley and for High Point. 5-3 your score. Power play for High Point now as they're down by 2. Gets past Baker. The net is empty as High Point is pulled for an extra attacker. So 6-on-4. Shot all the way down. And it should be, they wave off icing because it's a penalty. So Newton Lenape Valley can shoot at the net as many times as they want and not get called for an icing. That's the advantage you have if you're on the penalty kill with an extra attacker on for the other team. Number 22, Nathan Schittleman in the near corner. Comes back out, Facinger trying to jump on it. It's held in by Hussarenko. Facinger for the empty net. Just missed. With a minute 28 to go. Now Hussarenko. Minute 22 to go in the game. Minute 14 on the former Sano Minor. Shot on goal. Score! Michael Delaney makes it 5-4. You got a minute 15 to go. So a power play goal for High Point. And it's 5-4. Newton Lenape Valley up by just 1. So Delaney cashes in on the former Sano Minor for roughing. And a minute 15 still on the clock. So now, both teams 5 aside to get Harbor back in his net. But I'm sure if High Point wins the draw, which they do, they'll pull him out as soon as they get the puck in the other zone. Rolls in on Yasik, he'll cover. Now face off. And he gets a shot of ice from number 22, Schittleman, who skates in, and NLV didn't like that. Well, Harper to the bench for an extra attacker. You know, what's funny is that Facinger just missed an open net. Would have made it 6-3. And instead, Delaney comes down, scores to make it 5-4 on the power play. So now back to Baker. Baker fires. Save! It's loose. Here's Delaney. Delaney with the shot. Just missed the right post. 53 seconds to go. Net is empty. Galusi. It's dumped down, but Hussarenko in front of it. Hussarenko and shot. Saved by Yasik. And he'll hold on with 40.5 to go in the third period. Newton Lenape Valley 5. High Point, Wallkill Valley, Kittatinny 4. Face off to the right of Yasik. Facinger takes it for NLV. In front, Delaney the shot. Glove saved by Yasik as he comes up large for NLV. So now the face up to the left of Yasik. Goes into the corner. There's Galusi. Off of a High Point player. It's loose along the near boards. Delaney picks it up. Delaney. Near boards now. Trying to get position. Sends it across ice. Here's Baker with 20. Baker to Delaney behind the net. Just missed him. 14 seconds to go. In the corner. Custode. And LV. Here's Delaney. Behind the net. Barling in there along with Bastuk, tying it up behind the net. There's the buzzer. A brave fight and a glorious victory. Newton Lenape Valley holds on to defeat High Point, Wallkill Valley, Kittatinny. Your final score, Newton Lenape Valley 5, High Point 4. Oh, what a game. They got real physical, a lot of activity, a lot of shenanigans, but also a lot of goals too. And right down to the wire as Yasik comes up huge in net for Newton Lenape Valley with 2 big saves at the end to close out the win for NLV. Final shots on goal, 46-33 in favor of High Point. Goals for Newton Lenape Valley, 2 of them by number 98, Arseny Bastuk, along with Michael Formasano, Kellen Facinger, and Sean Lockwood. And that's enough to get past High Point. Final score, 5-4. With the win, Newton Lenape Valley improves to 6-10 overall, 6-3 in the Haas division. High Point falls to 2-10-1, 2-8 in Haas. Well, Newton Lenape Valley will be back here Saturday night, weather permitting. They'll take on Johnson. Newton Lenape Valley and Johnson, 8 p.m. from Skylands Ice World on Black Bear TV. And then on Sunday, again, weather permitting, at Mountain Lakes against Mountain Lakes Boot and the Lakers. That was a great win for Newton Lenape Valley last week. We'll see if they replicate it at Men and Ice Arena in Morristown. And that game will be on Big State Sports for you. So for everyone here at the Forum, inside Skylands Ice World, this is Mike Formasano saying thanks for joining us. Final score once again, Newton Lenape Valley defeats High Point 5-4. Have a great night. We'll see you next time on Sports Voice TV on YouTube.